Welcome to my channel. If you've seen me before, welcome back. Today we are making a white lasagna that is sure to impress at your next gathering, and it will make the pickiest eaters eat their veggies. So without further ado, let's get cooking. The first thing that we are going to do is prep and cook our chicken. This time I got some boneless skinless thighs, but I also like to use some breast. Depends on my mood. Oh, and before I forget, all the ingredients, as always, are listed down below in the description. So when I'm cutting these thighs, the first thing I do is take some of this excess fat off. And then I open it and I cut it lengthwise. And then I cut it into little chunks. It just makes my life easier later on, just to season it and to cook it more thoroughly and even. Please do not cut your hand or your nails. You've been warned. So we're cutting like, little chunks, maybe like half an inch to less than an inch. Once the chicken is all diced, we are going to proceed to season it the way you do usually. I'm using some regular adobo, some green adobo, oregano, and I'm only using the white sazon, the one for meat, not the one with achiote, because I don't want my chicken to look orangey. And we're gonna work that in there. We're gonna mix them around. Don't be afraid to get in there. I'm gonna just keep seasoning until my ancestors tell me to stop. You should be seeing everything evenly coated. That sound is not pretty. And now our chicken is prepped. Alright, once we wash our hands thoroughly, because salmonella is not the order of the day, we are going to use some olive oil and we're going to heat up our pan. We're going to heat up our pan. Let's make that fire a little bit less. Use just enough to cover that bottom. I'm going to put some minced garlic. Put a big nice plop in there. And we are going to cook our chicken. Put it all in there. Sometimes I feel extra and I like to put some sofrito and recadito in there. But today I'm just going to keep it simple for you guys. So you're going to make sure everything starts looking not pink, more white. Mixing here and there. This is already smelling really good. So once you mix it around and you see that everything got an even coat of the oil and the garlic, you are going to cover it and make sure that it's not too high so it doesn't burn. That's high. We're gonna lower it a little bit and let it cook. And then while that's cooking, we are going to start boiling our water. Make sure you put salt on it. That's it. Not too much. I don't like to put a lot. And a lot of people don't. And there's a whole debate whether we should put oil or not. I like to put it because when I don't put it, my noodles tend to stick to each other. So I'm gonna go with what I was taught. So I'll put some canola oil in there and I'm gonna let that boil before I put my noodles in. While the chicken cooks and the water is about to boil, I am going to start putting things away because I like to keep my kitchen clean as I cook. I cannot concentrate with clutter. And get ready for the next step. So we are going to check and mix this chicken, and as you see, it made its own broth, and that's what we wanted to make. Yeah, I'm gonna need both hands for this, so please excuse me. Now that our water with salt and oil is boiling, we are going to start adding the noodles. I like to add them one here, one there, like sporadically, not all together, so they don't stick. So, okay. And I calculated we are going to need about 6, so we need 2 more. I'm just making a small lasagna for my mom and me. So I'm letting them melt a little bit. And little by little we start pushing them in when they start getting soft. Also, our chicken is completely cooked. I know this because I already cut one of the bigger pieces in the middle and it's thoroughly cooked. So now I'm just letting it dry a little bit. I uncovered it and I'm gonna let it dry a little bit so that way it's not too much broth in there, because it just makes it even more messier when we are assembling it. So while the meat and the noodles are cooking, I am going to start cooking the veggies. I like to buy the Steamfresh, not a sponsor, but hey, call me. I like to buy the Steamfresh vegetables that you can just pop in the microwave and they steam in the bag and call it a day. I'm not trying to be boiling or steaming outside. No, just pop this side up in there. I'm gonna put it for 6 minutes and there you have it. So when those 3 things are cooked, we are ready to assemble. All right, so these noodles are almost done. You want them to be soft enough that, you know, you don't get to chew when you eat them, but you don't want them to be too soft that when they assemble, that when you're assembling them, they start breaking. And I already started breaking. Good job. And our meat is cooked and has dried up a little bit. It's right there at a good spot. Okay, so these are done. And I'm going to open the bag without burning myself, because I want them to cool off a little bit, because I'm going to take them with my hands and shred them. You don't want big chunks of stuff in there. You hear me? Get this ready, and the cheese. So we are going to start assembling. I'm going to use a pretty small pan, but it has to be wide enough, like hondo enough. It has to have enough depth for at least 2 layers. And we are going to start with a layer of Alfredo. Make sure you spread it all over the bottom and the sides so it doesn't stick to the pan. Beautiful. Now we are going to take a noodle and hope not to burn. There. I'm gonna press it to the side like that so it makes a little bowl, and I'm gonna trim it right around here. And once the noodles are ready, the layers are going to go as follows. A generous, copious amount of chicken. Oh yeah. We are going to take the vegetables, and the chicken is going to be the star of the dish, so we are going to make the vegetables a little bit smaller so it's there but it's not extremely noticeable. Alright, and once you have your chicken and vegetables, drizzle some of this magnificent Alfredo sauce and finish your layer off with some cheese. I have some mozzarella. I usually like to get like a mix of Italian cheeses. And I'm gonna put some cheddar as well for color and for taste. And that's the first layer, and it's already pretty full, so yeah. This is a very hearty meal. Now we are gonna put another layer, and we do the same thing. Chicken, veggies, Alfredo sauce, and cheese. This one I'm not gonna put too much because I don't want it to go overboard. At this point, when we have the layers done and we have the top noodles, we're gonna go ahead and just spread a little bit of this Alfredo on top. And we're gonna finish off with some more cheese. Alright, excuse my mess, but enjoy and admire this beautifulness. Yes. And at this point, we can choose to put some aluminum foil and put it in the fridge until the next day, or we can also cover it with saran wrap and aluminum foil and put it in the freezer. So this is a great make ahead dinner, and I'm not gonna do neither. I am gonna go ahead and put it in the oven right now because I'm hungry. I preheated the oven at 350 and I'm gonna put it there for about 30 minutes until the cheese melts. Bye-bye. Time is up. Our lasagna is ready. Look how beautiful it looks. And now we are going to let it cool off before we cut into it and eat it. Hello. Oh my God, you guys. Make sure you get all of the stuff, all of it. I mean, look at that. Alright, let's finish this video. I cannot wait to try this. I made it with a little Texas toast on the side. Let me see if I can show it without it falling. I mean, I'm gonna try it without the Texas toast for now. Hopefully it'll burn. The only downside is that it gets a little messy when you eat it. I am simply good at what I do. What was I gonna do? Oh yeah. One more and we'll finish. I'm so happy. And there you have it. A simple and delicious recipe. Guaranteed by me. So guys, you know the deal. Please like down below if you like this recipe. I can't wait for you guys to try it at home. I mean, seriously, I could eat this for 3 days straight. Subscribe for more recipes and crafts and a lot more coming. I'm gonna finish eating this right now. So, I'll see you guys. Hope you have a great day. Bye.